Been a while since I've done this, huh? Hello, I'm Sam Godber, aka Sammy G. I'm the director, editor, writer, lyricist, and sole animator of the animated experimental music video Holes. So, what inspired me to make this track? Well, my original intention when I started this course to learn animation was to develop the skills I needed to make my own animated music videos for my own music, since I have a strong passion for singing as well as animation, and both animation and music go hand in hand with each other so well. And it does sadden me there are not enough animated music videos of popular media. We have amazing exceptions like Siamese, Gorillaz, and Childish Gambino's Feels Like Summer, but I feel like the medium of animation has so much to offer the world of music. The story is there is a blue boy who is supposed to represent me, which is why it resembles me in the video. He is doing something in the kitchen with a knife and suddenly he is approached by his father who walks in. He suddenly has this hallucination, this intrusive thought of stabbing him with a knife. He snaps out of this delusion, but he's still imagining the blood on his hands and he runs away in a frantic mood to the bathroom hoping to wash it off, but no matter what he does, it won't wash away. He then sees this dark abyss appearing in the sink, but being curious, he dips his head in to see what it is, and he is pulled into this world of darkness where his worst vision comes to life, including drowning in a sea of blood and guts, being judged by his peers, which turn out to be copies of himself, so he's fighting himself, and then transforming into a monster. He is constantly fighting these thoughts, but only in the end, when he is comforted by his father, can the thoughts begin to fade away. The whole video is supposed to be a metaphor for OCD, particularly pure O, which is what I suffer from. The world of darkness that he is being dragged into is a metaphor for going down the rabbit hole, which one can do when they go deeper into the intrusive thoughts that pop in their heads. You also notice that the world becomes more uncanny during the more intense scenes, and that is entirely intentional to symbolize the blue boy's mental state. The father is red and resembles my own father in real life to symbolize not only love, since he loves his son, but also to symbolize the danger that the blue boy feels he is in when he is first confronted by him. It was originally going to be a horror stop motion, think claymation artist Lee Hardcastle, but my stop motion skills are still a work in progress, so I decided to settle on 2D animation. But then I had the bright idea of putting my 3D modeling skills to the test and made the environments for the animation entirely in Autodesk Maya. I then added a 2D cell shade to the environment to make it blend with the 2D animation. When deciding the look of the 2D animation, I went through a lot of design choices. Like, a lot. Researching several animated music videos online and trying out different art styles, I eventually settled on a rotoscope animation style to make it look more uncanny and make it match the disturbing elements of the song and the story. I made character sheets for all the characters in the video and even came up with different masks for the jurors, each one of them symbolizing a different aspect of my OCD and how it affects me. When it came to designing backgrounds, I took photos of my kitchen and my bathroom and came up with a limited color palette to be used around all the different elements of both rooms. Once I came up with a script and storyboards, it was time to start production.
Hey, my name is Morgue, otherwise known as Morgue Mavula, and I was the guy who made the song that you heard Sam make for Holes. So what did I decide to go and do? Mostly my job was mixing and then passing it off to someone else to go and master. So basically what I decided to go and do was I decided to put a whole bunch of the song or a whole bunch of the tracks into little sections, so hard rock, razor lead, guitar solo, and so forth, into different like little stack tracks. So you had guitars in one place, ambience in another, chorus, vox, drums, and then decided to all go and mix those around so they were at a comfortable level. Nothing was going and peaking. Honestly, to be fair, it's a pretty, comfortable mix, pretty nice mix, pretty solid song as well. When I first kind of approached him, it was mostly for an idea that he had, which was this eventually grew up into this was making a song that was like Linkin Park or Evanescence, and I was like, hell yeah, sign me up. So yeah, if we had a little bit more time on our hands, we would have made this into like we would have gone and recorded this with real guitars, but it was too late at the time to go and record with real guitars, so we sent it back. I sent it back to the masterer, and they kind of looked at my rough mix, said it was good, got the mastering basically done and edited and all that, and then once they mastered it, that came in to be the full song that you hear.
Meanwhile, in terms of animation, for the 2D aspect, I recorded all the live action reference videos, or LARVs, with the help of a couple of actors, notably my father and my friend from Level 4 Animation, George. George also helped record some of the videos too on my phone. It was a lot of fun to record them.
Wait, I'm not seeing it now. Right?
No. I literally just went to check and like, wait a minute, where is he? Why is it just the wall?
Although I'm surprised I didn't get stopped by security when bringing the prop weapons into university to use in the green screen room. I originally wanted all the videos to be rotoscoped through Adobe Animate, but time was not on my side, and so I decided to split up the animation. When scenes become more intense, the animation changes from 2D hand-drawn rotoscope that I made in Adobe Animate to a rotoscope effect I made myself through the use of effects on Adobe After Effects. It actually helped to make it a little more disturbing in the long run, so it was a blessing in disguise. The 3D environment, however, was a true nightmare. Basing the rooms in the music video off of my own kitchen and main bathroom, and being a stickler for detail, I meticulously measured every part of both rooms to make sure when they were being recreated in Maya, it was all correct to scale, and trust me, it was a lot more work than you think. When I finished designing and texturing the environments in order to make the background shots match with the LARVs, I drew perspective lines on each of the shots in the LARVs and altered the camera in Maya to make it match with that reference. Now for scenes where the camera is moving, that came the tricky part. I had to screenshot specific points in the videos and use those as references to make keyframes in Maya, and export the whole thing as a series of PNGs to then make a sequence out of it. Why Maya doesn't let you export the whole thing as a video, I couldn't tell you. I would say the video is a complete success. So many people have told me it was one of my best pieces of work, and it's hard to disagree with them. In fact, as of now, it has been accepted by 4 different animation festivals, and even winning Best Music Video for the July 2023 season of the Critics' Choice International Film Festival. I am really proud with accomplishing one of my biggest goals in life, which is to make my own animated music video. But I don't think I want to stop there. I want to actually make a whole album of songs with animated music videos, each one having different themes, and the animation style changing depending on that theme, and them all connecting with one another. I'm even planning on working with Morgan again on music, so keep an ear out for that. That is only if I garner enough attention to warrant me making more, and that will only happen if people like and share the video. So if you haven't watched the video already, please go do that. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and have a lovely day.